Mojo 23. How about that one, folks?
Joining us now via satellite, USC head coach Pete Carroll, and we're going to go ahead right off the bat, Coach, and just apologize. But out of curiosity, we do have to ask how many times you've replayed that particular game over in your mind.
The Stanford game? Not many. I try to let that one just kind of hide somewhere in the recesses of my mind.
It's gone. Let's look forward. You have your program has produced some quality quarterbacks. What makes Mark Sanchez the right fit at this particular time?
Well, Mark's got the most experience right now. He's been in the program for a couple of years, and he's watched our program closely, you know, as he was growing up. He's a fantastic football player as well, and he's ready for the situation. What Mark has to be concerned about somewhere down the road here is how fast Mitch Mustain and Aaron Corp catch up with him. But at this point, he's a tremendous player for us. He's got all of the makeup and the savvy and the mobility that we're really excited about, and he's got a great energy about him when he plays.
Well, Coach, having said that, is this a competition that will in some ways be open during the preseason? Can we continue to look for what may or may not happen?
Yeah, in every position on our football team, it's like that. You know, we always want to be open-minded about the chance for somebody to catch another guy. Mark's got to keep going, keep pushing forward, and Mitch has really got to dig in, and Aaron Corp's got to dig in to catch up. And that's nothing different. Our positions don't change. At this time, Mark is well ahead because of his experience and his 3 games that he played for us last year.
You know, when you say the name Joe McKnight, I think a lot of people still think about his strong performance in the Rose Bowl. What do you anticipate from McKnight this season?
Well, he's an extraordinarily versatile player. He really can do everything. He's gained 20 pounds. He's a very explosive running back, catches the ball beautifully out of the backfield, has the ability to line up as a wide receiver and run wide receiver routes. He's a big-time returner as well. So Joe's got a lot to add to our offense. We do all of the same things we did with Reggie Bush years ago, and we're thrilled about the versatility he brings. But also with Stephon Johnson and C.J. Gable, and those guys, they give us a nice variety of guys that we can throw out in a defense, and Joe is a big factor in that, though.
All right, Coach, with 60 seconds to go, we're going to come at you rapid fire, so these will be quick. Other than your own, the best stadium in college football?
I liked when I coached at Ohio State. I thought the Horseshoe there was awesome. I thought that was a great place to play.
The biggest perk of coaching in Los Angeles?
The beach.
The name of your all-time favorite play?
It was the Hail Mary play. UOP versus San Jose State back in 1980-something.
Former player you hear from the most often?
Matt Leinart. We'd stay pretty close and hang with him.
You once sold, I'm told, roofing materials in the Bay Area. What's the best part of that job?
Oh, quite well. Matter of fact, CertainTeed products, the Hallmark Shangle, I was pretty good at that.
All right, career choice if you were not coaching. I don't know, maybe it's selling roofing supplies.
No, it wouldn't be selling roofing supplies. I'd be an archaeologist if I had the chance.
All right, and your all-time favorite sports movie?
Let's see. I think the Babe Ruth story, the first one.
All right, fair enough. Coach, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck in 2008.
Okay.
All right, $100 right now if you knew he would say he'd be an archaeologist. So, yeah, no way we saw that one coming, but it's interesting. He talked about 2 guys I know that you think are key to Cal's run this year, and let's start with Mark Sanchez at quarterback. Mark.
It definitely is, and he started 3 games last year, won 2 out of the 3, lost to Oregon, but he did beat Arizona, and he did beat Notre Dame. But the key is he's got a strong arm, makes good decisions. He's got playing time under his belt. The problem with USC, they only have 1 returning starter on the offensive line. But they'll shore up that position. But the good thing about it, he's got wide receivers like Vidal Hazelton and Patrick Turner to throw the ball to. So look for Mark Sanchez to be the next great USC quarterback following John David Booty and Matt Leinart and Carson Palmer. The next player that's going to be key for USC this season is the running back position. And we all know they're deep there, but they've got a fabulous running back in Joe McKnight. You heard Pete Carroll can catch the ball, can return the ball, can definitely run the ball. He had a huge game in the Rose Bowl, 10 carries, 125 yards, 45 yards receiving and a touchdown. But this USC backfield with C.J. Gable, Stephon Johnson, and Joe McKnight averaged 6.6 yards per carry last year. And that's going to be the key. For the quarterback position, if you've got running backs that can average over 5 yards per carry, it takes a lot of pressure off you when you're a first-year starter such as Mark Sanchez will be.
You know, they were a good team last year. They should be a good team this year. They got to feel like, though, in a lot of senses, that they lost a golden opportunity last season. You figure, Mark, is that motivation for this year going forward when you have a loss like they did to Stanford?
Well, it definitely is. When you're at USC and you play at USC, you talk about playing in Rose Bowls. That's your first goal. That's what Pete Carroll puts on the table. The second thing is talking about playing for national championships and winning national championships. And last year, it left a bitter taste in their mouth because they lost 2 football games they shouldn't have lost. Particularly the Stanford game really left a bad taste in their mouth, and that's motivation for this team to do better than the last team. Their goal last year was to get to the Rose Bowl. They got there, but they fell short of a national championship game. The goal this year is to get to a national championship game and win the national championship.
You got to win it all out there. It doesn't count.